When I talk to a dentist about transition planning, one of the things I tell them is the best time to start is today. Is that it's funny how time goes by and it's easy to put off, and maybe it's one of those things. But in a rural area like where we are, it just takes a little more planning to do it, and I think it's really important to get it started as soon as possible. Well, call me first, and then get the books together. And what we have sort of a counseling session or a coaching session, better put. We talk about things like getting the practice ready with the books and, getting the team in place, maybe the accountant and the attorney, and then just getting kind of some prep work to get it to the point where we can grab that valuation and grab those numbers effectively and efficiently. And then also we can kind of put it on paper and then have put our best foot forward on presentation to potential suitors. Well, one of the things I found is more of these I'm doing is that it's better to have sort of somebody in the room coaching both sides, helping both the buyer and the seller kind of come to terms and come to a point where they can, a meeting of the minds. Too many times I think a dentist is busy being a dentist from day one. In our area, there's just a lot of confidentiality, so it's really hard to sort of open the book, be a dentist, and then present your practice in the best light. And it's always good to have that kind of third party that is sort of wouldn't say the final vote, but to kind of assist or help coach up, how that practice is being presented, to a potential suitor, the bankers, and opposing counsel, and that kind of thing. Well, the third party valuation is really important in the sense that it does sort of set the expectation of value for the practice. It also assures that a third party's looked at the valuation, looked at the numbers, and sort of vetted everything to make sure that everything is on the up and up and that it is as it appears. If there's any, with the valuation, we also gives us a chance to look at the books and look at the practice and sort of kind of wash out any noise that might be inside the practice. But that's where it's really important, is that it does, again, you may not get a lot of opportunities to present to buyers. So you want to make sure you're getting, the best foot forward, as soon as possible. Well, you never know, especially in today's, turn the news on. There's always something going on. There's always noise out there in the universe, where once the valuation is done, it gives us a nice roadmap to move forward with, so that if something does happen that changes our ultimate goal, it allows us to kind of have a roadmap to move forward. Makes it a little bit more predictable. When a dentist sells their practice, it's really not, what I'm finding, the more and more that I do of these things, what I find, it's not about the transaction, it's not about the treasure. They're really kind of giving up a very substantial who they are. As most dentists define themselves as a dentist. So it's not as simple to say, I'm selling my business and I'm walking away. It's really personal, super personal for them. And I think that's one of the things we understand, because we're all from dental DNA, and we understand that it's really important that someone is looking out for their best interest. And I think that's where trust and relationship are really important. Most of my clients I've known for a long time. And it's just kind of a culmination of our relationship, moving forward. And I think that's where trust is key.